Boom, we are back, America, just like that. Segment 2. It is a slug them down, sip them slow, Saturday night in a very frigid. We might have shrinkage. There could be shrinkage tonight. Shrinkage in the sack here, the redoubtable one, the highly questionable one, IDT. For those you know, I don't disagree. The college football playoff is taking shape. They got 3, they being Virginia. ACC championship game, Virginia versus Duke. We're trying to figure out how the hell Duke is even here. Because we weren't paying attention. So let's be honest. By the way, Indiana has taken the lead on Ohio State.
Oh, yeah.
13-10 in the third quarter with 8:02 to go, and they have the ball again. So we'll keep you posted on that. Ohio State has had maybe one.
I can double tap.
Double dip it? Okay. Either way, I'm having some cocoa and frange. Cocoa and frange.
Little frangelica.
Yeah. That's a Donnie right there. 14-10. What the? All right, I got to look at this because
Duke's about to score.
Duke is on. Oh my God, they're on the Virginia 10. Is that right?
No, they're going in. Oh, good tackle.
Hold them to 3 here. Jeez Louise. If we look at the Duke Blue Devils, America, because we haven't. Let's be honest.
Who has?
They beat a big E, which means 45-17, probably East Carolina. They got bent over by Illinois, who was ranked 11th at the time, 45-19. Then they lost to, it looks like, a team that is also, who are they? That's the Tulane Green Wave, who were ranked. They lost to them 34-27. Then they beat NC State. They went on a win streak. They beat NC State. They beat Syracuse. They beat Cal. They lost to Georgia Tech 27-18 again. They beat Clemson 46-45 at Clemson. Lost to UConn, who's 9-3, 37-34. Lost to Virginia, who they're beating right now. Mm-hmm. Then they beat North Carolina 32-25. They beat Wake Forest 49-32. So I don't know what the big win on that resume is. I guess it's...
Well, that's the problem with most ACC teams.
Miami has Notre Dame. That's quite a big win, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big win.
So Miami is at the top. I said that's the problem with most ACC
If we go to Virginia... They crushed Coastal Carolina. They lost at Wake Forest. That was their first.
Duke's going for it, 4th and 2.
Oh, they're going for it?
From the Virginia 7.
Okay.
Nope, they called timeout. Just trying to
while they're doing that, Wake Forest, after they lost, this is Virginia, to go 1-1 to the NC State Wolfpack. They crushed William and Mary. They crushed Stanford.
Oh, that's a big win.
They crushed
William and Mary's
It's very accurate, right?
That's good.
That's him. That's him. Yeah.
That's really good.
I think the head shape is perfect.
It's big, yeah.
Yeah.
It's him.
And it's boxy.
Big and boxy, So they beat...
That was a major win over William and Mary.
Will you get off of William and Mary?
But to go into Williamsburg...
It was at home.
Oh. But I mean...
To go nowhere.
No, to have William and Mary, the alma mater of Mike Tomlin, come in there on a Saturday,
get bent over,
and you stand up and beat a team like that. I mean,
55-16.
Oh,
yeah,
man,
they bent them
major.
over. They bent over Stanford. They beat Florida State 45-38. They won at Louisville.
Oh wow!
They won Washington. Actually, Washington was pretty good. They won there. They beat North Carolina. That was a game we thought they could have lost. They beat Cal. They lost to Wake Forest.
Yahtzee.
16-9. Beat Duke. And they beat Virginia Tech 27-7 at home. Who is their big win?
That's what I told you. That's the problem with the ACC teams.
Wow. They won at Duke 34-17.
Dude, well, they beat William and Mary at home. That's their signature win, 55-16.
Actually, it was probably at Florida. Florida State was the big one. At the time, Florida State was still considered good. They had just beat Florida State, if you recall, had beaten Alabama.
I mean, they beat the greatest coach of all time, Bill Belichick.
Who everybody beats if Tom Brady isn't his quarterback, for being honest. In any event, that's the two combatants in this thing. As you know, earlier today, Georgia bent Alabama over. I mean, Alabama had -3 yards of rushing. The Georgia defense held the Alabama rushing attack.
Go in the oven?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Held the Alabama rushing attack, which is renowned, to -3 yards. You heard that right. That, ladies and gentlemen, is defense. They won 28-7. Alabama now is
That's quite the Yahtzee.
Alabama is now a 3-loss team. And one of those losses is Florida State, who is not bowl eligible.
Can I try that with the Frangelica?
Of course you can. Take a sip. It's warm. Be careful. So Alabama might be out. If we're being honest, they're probably out because if that Florida State loss is going to be the death knell. It is.
That's good.
Which probably means Notre Dame and Miami are both in without a hitch.
You were pretty light on the Frangie, huh?
It was a shot.
Oh, really?
One shot.
That's good.
I mean, it's good. So,
holy shit.
most of all, it's warm and good.
You got to see this fucking catch in the Ohio State game.
Yeah, I mean, so I guess the question is going to work itself out because people were trying to say, well, if the pool was Alabama, Notre Dame, Miami, they were all in this pool, and BYU. BYU was ranked 11th. They got bent over today, 34-7 to fourth-ranked Texas Tech, who's obviously in and probably going to have a bye. Is BYU out now? They were 11th.
Was that the title game?
Yeah, they're two.
And they got beat by the fourth team in the country.
Yeah, by four touchdowns.
While Notre Dame was at home spanking it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No, they have the same record now.
I don't know. I mean, tough to lose by 4 touchdowns.
When you lose by 4 touchdowns
in the championship game, Yahtzee.
I don't know. So
I mean, that's technically an oh dear.
That's an oh dear. So I got to believe that. Well, then it comes down to.
Well, could it be an oh Yahtzee?
Yahtzee's on its own. It doesn't have an O.
Well, but just try it.
Oh Yahtzee.
Oh Yahtzee.
No. Oh dear is definitely oh dear.
Dear Yahtzee.
Dear Yahtzee.
Dear Yahtzee.
Yahtzee.
Oh,
but see, there's Yahtzee, there's double Yahtzee, and there's triple Yahtzee.
No.
Yeah, there is. It's true.
Dude,
I looked that
you
up.
tell me I can't do an oh Yahtzee?
You can do whatever you want.
Oh Yahtzee. I mean, I think it works.
I think it's Yahtzee.
Oh Yahtzee.
not oh Yahtzee. It's Yahtzee. But you can say anyway. Hey, we're flexible here on in the Dago bar.
Oh Yahtzee.
The point is, this could end up working itself out, but if Virginia does come back and win that game, JMU is an 11-1 team on the outside looking in. They're ranked. I don't know what their strength of schedule is. I don't think it's as high
It's
as
the same type of thing.
Yeah, so it's probably going to be how they're going to justify it. Well, how many real teams did you beat? So I mean, if we look at Notre Dame,
back to 7, Duke kicked the field goal. Ohio State's about to go in.
Won 10 in a row, and they didn't just win 10 in a row. They were blowing everybody out.
Who were they playing, though?
Well, I'm going to show you their schedule because this is the thing that everyone wants to talk about.
Was it Captain Cupcake?
No.
No?
They beat Purdue at Purdue 56-30. They went to Arkansas, SEC team, 56-13. Boise State, who was ranked 28-7. NC State, who had beaten the 2 teams that we just talked about, they beat them. Where did it go? Hold on. They beat them 36-7. USC, who was ranked, they beat them, is still ranked, 34-24. They played with their food at BC and they won 25-10. They bent over Navy, who was 11-1, 49-10. Pittsburgh was ranked. They went to Pitt and won 37-15. They went to Syracuse and won 70-7. And then they bent over Stanford 50-20. They weren't winning. They were destroying everything in their path.
Every cupcake they faced.
They ate. There was nothing left. Not even the freaking
icing.
What's the thing that little wrapper?
The wrapper.
That too.
They were eating wrappers.
They were eating wrappers.
I mean, look, if you're gonna beat cupcakes, it's best to eat the wrapper. The only way to show that you're something is by eating them.
Let's be honest here. Notre Dame is really 12-1 because the second game they lost at home by 1 point, there was a holding call on 4th down that was not called, and the touchdown pass that won the game was thrown on that play. If they call the hold that everybody in America saw, that touchdown doesn't happen, and they beat A&M, and we're not even having this conversation. They probably are a top 4 seed with a bye. Okay? They got screwed at home. They lost at Miami by 3 points week 1. So they have 2 losses by a total.
Didn't Miami fall off?
Miami's 10-2. Let's look at Miami. I'm glad you. Let's analyze. Let's analyze. That's what we do here. We discuss. We analyze. We don't just sit there and So if we go to Miami, who is 10-2, and not in this game, how Duke is in here instead of them, I'll never understand it.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I got to figure how that happened. We go to Miami. All right, so Miami. Yeah, Miami beats, who the hell is that? Oh, They beat Miami. They beat British Columbia, whoever they are, 45-3. They beat the
British Columbia.
they beat the South Florida or whatever they are, 49-12. They beat the Florida Gators 26-7. They beat the Seminoles, who were ranked 2022. They lose to Louisville 24-21. They bend over Stanford. They lost at SMU 26-20. They beat Syracuse 38-10. They beat NC State 41-7. They won at Virginia Tech 34-17. They blasted Pitt 38-7. So the SMU loss and the Louisville loss that's the thing. The question is, who LSU and Louisville? Where are they in this whole thing? Where are they ranked?
They're nowhere.
Well, no, but what is their record? Is what I'm thinking.
Well, Chip Kelly got fired.
So hold on.
Or was it Brian?
Hold on. Let me see this.
Who was at LSU?
The standings. It wasn't LSU. I'm talking about. It was
You just said LSU.
No, they lost to SMU.
Oh, SMU.
SMU and Louisville. Okay, both of these teams are 8-4.
So they're both Duke.
They're better than Duke. Duke is 7-5. They were 6-2 in the conference. This is some. They have SMU has the same conference record as Duke. Louisville is 4-4 in the conference, but they're 8-4 overall. So their two losses are the two 8-4 teams. One of whom has a 6-2 record in the conference, SMU, who was in the playoff last year. So those aren't terrible losses. Both those losses are to 8-4 teams. Okay. Neither one is ranked. I think SMU was ranked for a while, but not at the end. But they were ranked for a good part of the season. Louisville was ranked early on. They fell off. But they're 8-4. So I can see why Miami, who, and again, those games were close. They lost by 3 to Louisville, but it was at home. That's bad. And the SMU game they lost, I think it was 26-20 or something like that. So, who has a better record than them? Miami also. Here's the thing about the ACC. 4 teams are 6-2. SMU, Miami, Pitt, 5 teams. I'm sorry, think about this. Miami's ranked 12th. They're not in this game. Georgia Tech is ranked 22. They're 9-3. They're not in this game. Duke, however, why are they? How is Duke in this game? They have the same records. This must have come down to who beat who, because 5 teams are 6-2 in the conference below Virginia.
Yeah,
So
me and the guy I work with were trying to figure out how they decide who's in the championship game. If you just you can't just look at records because there's
head to head,
and there's different divisions, right?
No, well, this is all one. No, there's one division.
Oh, an ACC.
There's not a North and a South here. I mean, there could be a North.
But I can't remember. We were looking at another one, and I was like, "Well, how are they in the championship game? They got a better record."
Duke's resume is a joke. They will, if they win this, they will be the first conference champion to not get in. They're not getting in, no matter what. According to what everybody's saying, even if they win,
well, you got to wait the conference, and the ACC
currently has 3 ranked teams. It had 5 until last week. They've had 5 pretty much all season. Until the end, they end up with 3. They have Virginia Tech at 17, Miami at 12, and Georgia Tech at 22. I'm sorry, Virginia. Virginia 17, Miami is ranked 12th, and Georgia Tech 22. So the only other team that you could make a case for, Pitt was ranked. Pitt was the 4th one.
Holy shit.
What?
Indiana stopped Ohio State at the goal line.
Indiana is for real.
They went for it on 4th and didn't get it.
Well, Ohio State hasn't had a tough game all season, so they finally ran into a tough game.
I mean, that's an absolute Yahtzee.
It's a Yahtzee. I mean,
I didn't see what happened.
I didn't either. So what does this look like right now? I mean, you've got that game, both Indiana and Ohio State are going to be in. Georgia, the AC is going to be in, but Texas Tech is in.
Alabama has 3 losses.
Alabama now has 3 losses. They were ranked 9th.
Here's the thing about Alabama. They got better wins than anybody.
Yes, they do. They beat 4 ranked teams in a row, by the way. But they lost to Florida State.
They beat Georgia in Georgia, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. They did, but then they just got bent over by Georgia. It's a split. Shouldn't kill them. The Florida State loss kills them. Florida State is 5-7. That was their final record. They were.
What happened?
I don't know what happened there, but that loss is what's probably going to keep them out. Here's the problem, Tom. The 13th ranked team in this country is the Texas Longhorns. So
They can't get in, can they?
they are 13th. Vanderbilt is 14th.
Vanderbilt.
They are 10-2. Utah out of the Big 12, 15. They are 10-2. There's three teams right there sitting. I mean, USC is 16th. They're 9-3. I mean, there's going to be an argument here. There's going to be an argument, and I don't know how it's going to go down. But to me,
some deserving teams are not going to be in the playoffs.
This is why we have been saying on this show, the Super 16. We have been on this for
the absolute Super 16.
The Super 16.
I mean,
we're not having this conversation. JMU is in with a Super 16. There.
CFSS. CFSS.
What's that?
The College Football Super 16.
There it is. Yeah,
better than CFPB or whatever the fuck.
The Super 16 is what the name should be. And we're going to copyright that shit before the weekend is over. Because they're going to have to come through us to get it.
Okay,
oh, wait, somebody owns it.
So here's what happened. This is the play call Ryan Day calls.
By the way, he's talking about Ohio State, Indiana, 1 versus 2 right now.
So it's 4th and 1 from, I think, the 5. 5.5.
Yeah.
Ryan Day says, let's go for it. I believe they convert this.
Where are they in the third quarter still? Yeah. There's still a lot of time, but still.
But not a lot. I mean,
no?
But I don't know. To not tie the game right there, that was ballsy.
Well, he got a first down.
So he gets a first down there.
Then they stop him.
Then they stop him.
Wow. Indiana's got some onions. Indiana has some onions, America.
Well, something happened. I think he fumbled the snap. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, dear.
Oh, no. They reviewed it.
So he didn't get in? He was down?
He didn't get it. So, look, they go to the line to snap the ball, and then they call it dead. They say, we're reviewing that play.
Oh
so they didn't get it.
Oh, dear.
Wow. Quite the turn of events.
So Ole Miss is in. Oregon's most likely in, yes. They have one loss. They're in. A&M is in with 1 loss. This is where it gets dicey. Alabama and BYU, the 9-11. If they drop out, does that bring in the ACC champ? If it's Virginia, there's 1 slot if Virginia wins.
Mm-hmm.
But who fills the other one? Is it Texas? Is it Vanderbilt? Is it Utah? 3 teams, all 10-2.
You got to put the Manning in.
They had 3 losses, dude.
Don't they all?
No, the other 2 have 2 losses.
Who? Alabama.
Vanderbilt has 2 losses. And Utah has 2 losses. BYU has 2 losses after that. BYU might still.
BYU's out of here. Come on.
Maybe. Alabama has 3 losses.
And it's to Georgia and who? Florida
State, Georgia, and who was the third one? Was it no, they beat Tennessee. Who was it? Why don't we look at Alabama's schedule? Florida State was the first one. Oklahoma, who's in. They're ranked like 8th. They lost 23-21 versus, but it was at home. That was at home. That wasn't on the road. Yahtzee. Oklahoma is a good. They're in it. They're 8th or something like that. 7th.
So 2 of their losses are the playoff teams.
Georgia and Oklahoma.
Georgia in?
Yeah, Georgia's going to be one of the top 4 seeds with that one. They have 1 loss, which was Alabama. So to me, it's the Florida State loss. If you're going to stand there,
that keeps them out.
That's 3 losses, man. Everybody in this tournament is going to have 2 losses.
But the other 2 are one team's going to get a bye, and the other team is going to have home field.
Florida State is 5-7. It counts. You can't just dismiss it because the other 2 were against ranked.
It's a bad loss.
It's a bad loss.
But they're basically like a 1-loss team.
No, they lost 3 games. Florida State beat them by 2 touchdowns. This wasn't a 1 point. What the hell? No, they beat them. I mean, I hate to say it, but they beat them.
They whopped them.
They did, and it was in a neutral site, I believe. So anyway, we got to check the did Virginia cough it up? What
Oh
happened?
shit, I forgot about that.
Let me see. Let me see what happened here.
Oof.
Oklahoma's 10-2, by the way. They have 2 losses.
Well, let me go back to the two box, and I'll tell you what's going on.
Scores. 17-10. Virginia has the ball. 3rd and 9 from the Duke 28. So Tulane, who won their conference American championship, they beat North Texas. They're ranked 20th. Tulane. And then James Madison, who was 25th, but they are 11-1. They dismantled Troy 31-14. So
we saw the tail end of that.
Yeah, we did. I gotta believe if these rankings are look if the rankings mean anything, because they're supposed
Virginia runs it on a 3rd and 9.
Kick a field goal.
God, they pick up 4.
What are they doing?
That is not
Well,
good.
how much time is left?
14:50. Fourth quarter
so
just started.
Kick a field goal and you're down.
But then you got to stop them. You can't let them get points.
Yeah, you do. I agree. I got to believe you go by these current rankings, and 2 of them lost, and that would be number 11 BYU and number 9 Alabama. They are both out. That would mean you insert Texas and Vanderbilt. I'm sorry, or unless Virginia wins this game, and then it's Virginia and probably in Texas. I would guess to his point because they're ranked 1 spot ahead of Vanderbilt. I don't know. Did they play? Did they play head to head? Let's see.
Texas and Vanderbilt?
Yeah, I want to see if they did.
I feel like Vanderbilt beat them. But
Florida. No, they beat Vanderbilt.
They beat them?
34-31.
Oh.
That's why Texas is ahead of Vanderbilt right there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
which makes sense.
But Texas lost. See, Texas lost at Georgia. No shame in that. But they got bent over 35-10. They lost at Florida, the Gators, who are not
That's
good.
an ugly loss.
Yeah, and they lost at Ohio State 14-7. That's not a bad loss.
That's not a bad loss.
So,
considering Ohio State
but
is
that
the number 1 team.
that Florida Gator loss.
That's kind of like the Florida State loss.
Kind of
For Alabama. How bad is Florida?
They're down. They're down. They were trying to get Lane too. Florida ended up. Let me see.
Did they get the Tulane coach? Who did they get?
Let me see. Oh my God.
Get rid of the ball. Oh, man. Virginia just went for it on 4th and 5.
It was 5 losses.
Virginia just went for it on 4th and 5 and didn't.
Florida's 4-8.
So it is like the other loss. It's like
Florida State's 5-7. They're worse than Florida State. So, that's a bad loss, Texas.
Bro, UVA just went for it on fucking 4th down, and he threw a pass into double coverage in the end zone. They didn't get it.
All right, here's the problem.
You're not listening.
I'm sorry. Texas didn't play Alabama.
Dude, UVA's blowing it. They just went for it on 4th down, threw a pass into double coverage. And now Duke has the ball.
UVA is out because they lose to Duke.
That's their fault.
They should fire the coach.
Fire the coach?
You can't lose to Duke.
Oh, please.
You can't.
You can't fire the coach.
First of all, if you win,
you're in position to potentially get into the playoff. You don't fire the coach.
And the team that's going to stop you is a team you went onto their field and beat them by 17 points.
Yeah, fire the coach. This season's a disaster.
Show the college football world you mean business.
Yeah.
You mean business.
Fuck your program.
We're not losing to the Duke team that beat William and Mary 55-16.
Their signature win.
Until they beat you.
UVA's signature win.
Terrible.
Bringing William and Mary in and just give them the old rub down.
It's terrible. I mean, this is terrible. They can't lose this game.
It looks like they're going to.
How much time is left?
13 minutes.
No. It's too soon.
They're playing tight. He went for it there. That I don't like that. Just kick the damn field goal.
I mean,
I don't know. Maybe you should have went for it.
It's too early. I think they kicked the field goal in 17-13. Were they in field goal range? They were on the 24-yard line. At least
they were closer than that.
Yeah, why would you panic? You don't got to panic. Just bring it back to 1 score, you know? I think that's a panic move. It's a guy
Because I don't get it. Because it's like, kick the field goal. You're going to get the ball back at least twice.
you should. If you're any good, you should.
You know?
Yeah, I agree.
And
Kick the field goal.
well, maybe you get it back. No, you get it back twice. And now Duke's moving the ball. This isn't good. They can't let them get points on this.
No,
You don't,
cannot.
you don't want to go down 10.
You don't want to go down 10 points to this team. You've already left them in the game long enough.
Yeah.
I think they can
We
win.
go down 10 and there's only 8 minutes left now.
I mean, they're playing for the ACC crown. That's what they would get if they win the ACC championship. Think about who's in that conference. Miami is in that conference. Fucking Clemson, who's won 2 national titles, is in that conference. Wow. SMU was in the playoff last year. The return of
William and Mary's in that conference.
No, they're not.
I know. I'm
They're
just
not in that
kidding.
conference.
I'm
No,
just
no,
kidding.
they're not.
They're like in the CAA.
They're in the pound me in the ass fucking conference.
Shit. They just pick up a first there.
We'll take a break. Come back. Segment 3. We're gonna figure out what that is.
We're gonna take a break and
It's only
freeze to death.
It's only 10:52. Want some cocoa? Cocoa. Segment 3 come right up. Cocoa.
Oh,